Eddie, tell me your involvement with Back Onside.
Back Onside is the brainchild of Libby Emerson. Libby has been involved in charity work almost her entire life. Libby approached me. I'd known Libby from her previous charity roles. Libby approached me to say, would I be interested in developing a charity with the view to helping people who had anxiety and mental health issues. And initially it was support through sport. So that's how I managed to become involved in Back Onside.
It seems that its invention is absolutely timely at the moment.
It seems to be very prevalent in sport. I think youngsters moving into sport are under a great deal of pressure because it's such a lucrative career, albeit short term, but the potential for earnings for these youngsters moving into sport is huge. And that obviously brings with it pressures. It's particularly male dominated sports. It's the challenge is that you have to deal with your mental health issues in a room full of perhaps another 20, 30 males, and on the basis that males don't really talk about their mental health. Big boys don't cry. It's trying to break that mould of what is acceptable and what's not acceptable as a sportsman.
Do you think that times are changing? Do you think it is more acceptable now that more people are doing this?
I think the good thing is that the more that people speak about it and the more it's highlighted, then the easier it becomes. I think it must be such a challenge for somebody who is suffering from that type of debilitating condition that once one person talks about it, then suddenly somebody else thinks, well, it might be okay to talk about that. And the more people that speak about it, then the less the stigma becomes.
And as well as for the players, we know that there are football fans who are similarly affected with depression, with anxiety, with other mental health issues. And their clubs have been supportive when help has been asked for. Do you think that the football community in the whole should try and get a bit more involved with this?
I think it should become part of the education process. There's a lot of these certainly the larger football clubs have academies where they're taking youngsters from a fairly early age, and I think that has to be part of the process. They have to monitor, as well as, because they do all sorts of monitoring with their physical health. There has to be something there that monitors how they're coping with it from an emotional point of view. So I think the more clubs that become involved in it, then the better it becomes.
What would be your ultimate ambitions for the charity?
The ultimate ambitions for the charity are fairly simple. Our aim is to try and save lives. So how you put a number on that, how you quantify that, I really don't know. But if we save one person from making that decision that ultimately is going to cost them a life, then that ultimately has to be what our aim as a charity is. But the bigger the charity becomes, the more popular the charity becomes, the more aware people become of the charity and other charities, then I think the better it will be for youngsters. And that's our aim. Our aim is to hope that people will lose that stigma that's attached to anxiety and depression and come forward and open up. And the more people that do it, then the more people that will do it. And from our point of view, that can only be good.
And I think that the name of the charity, the work of the charity, it's definitely getting out there, and it's not too strong to say that lives have been saved already, would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, the challenge is that you're dealing with individuals, and individuals are unique, humans are unique. But, to try and get people to get back on side, it's a sports terminology, but it's also a life terminology. It's easy for people to move away from the beaten track, and I think encouraging them to get back on side with their own lives and their careers, then that can only be good, I think.